I draw on an iPad because it does make the process quicker and easier and more efficient. So it would be foolish to say there's no difference. But in terms of the actual cartoons themselves, they are still very much hand-drawn cartoons. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I thought you did hand-drawn cartoons. You say, well, I am using my hand, as you can see, and I'm drawing on something. Particularly the sort of work I do, where you have to draw a lot of cartoons, you have to send a lot of them out. Quite a fair number of them are going to be rejected. It helps making the whole process much more efficient and quicker. And there are lots of little tricks. If you may notice when I'm drawing, there's certain things you can do. If you draw a line and you want a straight line, if you sort of pause it, it will just go bing, and the line becomes straight, which is kind of magic. So there are, you know, it would be a lie to say there aren't little cheats in there, but it's a tool like anything else. With Labour, so far, it's been very much about doom and gloom, and that appears to have been their focus. So obviously that's been the cartoonist focus as well. So, for example, I recently drew the Grim Reaper, or two Grim Reapers, in fact, which you can do if you're a cartoonist. You can have one Grim Reaper talking to another one, and you know, he's saying, you know, we really need to think about putting out a more positive message, you know. So that's kind of the angle that I think a lot of people are taking with Labour, this sort of gloomy, downbeat message, and you know, taking the mickey out of the fact that they're not being more positive, really. So I think we'd all like it to be a bit funnier, but maybe we'll get there one day. Where cartoons go now as print markets sort of decline, I think is very much a sort of work in progress. I often look at the websites of newspapers, particularly recently some newspapers that have moved online, and you do sort of, you know, the cartoons are there, but they're not as immediate somehow. You have to struggle to find them. So there needs to be a way of overcoming that. I think one way probably, and some newspapers and magazines are already doing this, is to use them on their social media more, so to entice people towards their product by, you know, putting the cartoons out there front and centre on the, you know, so they're popping up on people's Twitter feeds and, you know, Threads or Instagram or whatever you're on. So that's probably the way forward at the moment. But cartoons will always be there, I think.